Hey everyone, today we're taking a look at some of the most impressive, most expensive, and most jaw-dropping megaprojects on the planet. In fact, some of these megaprojects are so mega they actually have megaprojects within megaprojects. The saying "go big or go home" never rang truer. Join me as we count down the top 15 most amazing building megaprojects from around the world. Number 15. The New Century Global Complex, China. The New Century Global Complex in China was a building megaproject that resulted in the biggest building in the world by floor area. The complex is located in Chengdu, China, and it first opened its doors in 2013. The massive complex took 3 years to build, and one look at this impressive building and it's not hard to see why. The New Century Global Complex boasts 18.9 million square feet of floor space. It's the largest freestanding structure in the world and has a number of things that would be impressive on their own. In fact, this megastructure is so big that it has megastructures within it. For example, the complex is home to a water park called Paradise Island that spans 16,000 square feet and even has its own artificial beach, which boasts an LED screen that can create sunsets and sunrises, providing guests with the perfect beach weather regardless of the actual weather outside. Also, inside the complex you'll find not just one, but several hotels, a 14-screen IMAX theater, an entire university complex, a professional skating rink, and a replica of a Mediterranean village. This complex is a haven for shoppers as well. 4.3 million square feet of it is dedicated solely to shopping. So if water parks, skating, or movies aren't your thing, there are surely more than enough stores to put a significant dent in your wallet. Number 14. The new administrative capital, Egypt. What do you do when a city becomes too congested? Well, you could follow Egypt's lead and just build a whole new city. The new administrative capital is a building megaproject that's been under construction since 2015. This project is part of an initiative called the Egypt Vision 2030, and the new city is 28 miles east of Cairo. This new city, which has yet to be named, will be the new financial capital of Egypt and will boast a total area of 270 square miles. With a projected population of up to 7 million people, this new city is intended to shoulder some of Cairo's congestion burden, as Cairo is currently one of the most crowded cities in the world. This new city will be built as a smart city and will have a wide range of buildings, institutions, mosques, and hospitals. Plans for the city also include a massive theme park, a central park, artificial lakes, an electric railway that will link the new city to Cairo, a 90,000-seat stadium, a new international airport called the Capital International Airport, and the iconic tower, which will be the tallest building in Africa. The city will also be home to the Octagon, which will be the headquarters of Egypt's new Ministry of Defense. This megaproject is expected to cost upwards of $45 billion, but given the fact that it will relieve congestion in Cairo and provide a beautiful, environmentally sustainable city, it may very well be worth the price tag. Number 13. The Jeddah Tower. When it comes to amazing megaprojects, it's hard to beat the grandeur that is or will be the Jeddah Tower. The tower is in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, and once it's finished, it will be the first 1 kilometer or 3,281 feet high building in human history. Boasting a neo-futurism architectural style, the Jeddah Tower will feature a mixed-use space with a hotel, apartments, retail, and offices. The tower, once complete, will also have the highest observatory in the world. The tower is being made from reinforced concrete and steel with a facade of all glass. It's going to have 170 floors and more than 2.5 million square feet in floor area. The architect behind this masterpiece of a megaproject is Adrian D. Smith of Adrian Smith Gordon Gill Architecture. And given the building's massive height, there are, of course, inherent issues with the building. Single elevators cannot go all the way to the top, so people will have to transfer elevators. The building will have 59 of them and 3 sky lobbies where people can transfer elevators. And building sway from wind is also an issue too, which has been addressed by the building's sloped exterior and triangular footprint. The tower's about 1/3 completed now, but construction was stopped in 2018 and the completion date of this behemoth building is currently unknown. Number 12. Hotel Abraj Khudai, Mecca. The Abraj Khudai Hotel in Mecca is said to be the world's largest hotel, beating out the current world's largest hotel, the First World Hotel in Malaysia. Once opened, the Abraj Khudai Hotel will boast 10,000 rooms, which is 2,500 more than the First World Hotel. This building megaproject came about from the need for more hotel rooms for pilgrims during the holy period of Hajj, when Mecca sees millions of pilgrims flock to the region. This megaproject is being financed by the government, and it's expected to cost upwards of $3.5 billion. The hotel will span an area of 686,000 square feet and will feature 70 restaurants, 12 towers, and 4 helipads. And because the hotel is being financed by the government, 5 floors of the hotel will be specifically reserved for the Saudi royal family and their guests. The base of the hotel will have shopping malls, convention centers, and a garage with room for more than 2,500 cars. The Abraj Khudai, it will be a luxury hotel with multiple high-class facilities, including spas, gyms, wellness centers, and, of course, 5-star dining. Number 11. Jubail and Jubail 2, Saudi Arabia. With the title of the world's largest civil engineering project, you better believe that Jubail Industrial Area is a pretty amazing mega building project. With a price tag of $80 billion, Jubail 2 is adding to the already built industrial city of Jubail, which is currently the largest industrial city in the world. Jubail 2 is an expansion mega project that aims to double the size of the current city. This massive industrial city already has some of the biggest infrastructure in the world. It boasts one of the largest desalination plants, a plant called the Saline Water Conservation Corp, or SWCC. In 2019, the SWCC was given the title of the largest producer of desalinated water worldwide by Guinness World Records. This city also features a steel mill, an oil refinery, and 2 giant seaports. As such, Jubail is one of the most important ports in Saudi Arabia, but Jubail 2 will add to this already impressive city, adding at least 100 more industrial plants, residential accommodation for 120,000 residents, a university, as well as roads, bridges, medical centers, power, water, and waste facilities. And part of it includes the Jubail 2 SWRO plant, which is a seawater reverse osmosis plant worth $132 million. The entire project has an estimated completion date of 2024, and once completed, Jubail 2 will be an industrial powerhouse unlike any other in the world. Number 10. Three Gorges Dam. The Three Gorges Dam on the Yangtze River in the city of Yichang in Hubei province in China is the largest dam structure in the world, so you better believe it took a long damn time to build it. In fact, when the construction of the dam started in 1994, it was the largest engineering project in China. The dam was built in phases that spanned years, and it didn't even reach its full generating capacity until 2012. The Three Gorges Dam is 7,600 feet long, 131 feet wide, and 594 feet high. Needless to say, building a dam of this capacity and size required a lot of materials. The Three Gorges Dam used 37 million cubic yards of concrete and 463 metric tons of steel to build it. With 32 turbine generators, the dam was able to generate 22,500 megawatts of electricity in 2012, making the Three Gorges Dam the most productive hydroelectric dam in the world. But that power didn't stop there. In 2020, the hydroelectric dam set a new world record for annual power generation volume. The dam was also built for flood control, since the region is prone to flooding. The dam's flood control capacity is 22 billion cubic meters, so the dam just doesn't provide clean energy to thousands, millions of people. It can also help safeguard them against the ravages of flooding. Number 9. Centenary City. With the world climate crisis on the forefront of everyone's mind, many countries are designing and building cities of the future. Sustainability is the driving force in these future cities, but building them is no easy task. Centenary City near Abuja, Nigeria, is an example of a massive building megaproject that speaks to sustainability. Centenary City is a master plan development in the Federal Capital Territory, and it's part of Nigeria's vision to create a city of the future. Located only a few miles from the international airport, the city will be easily accessible to both locals and tourists. The city was founded in 2014, and once complete will cover an impressive 4 square miles. The city will be a mixed-use city, and on the business side will feature world-class hotels, offices, and a convention center. For locals, there will be residential districts, an 18-hole golf course, a polo and country club, sports and leisure centers, healthcare hubs, a safari park, and educational buildings. There are also several cultural and museum centers that will feature and promote both African and global arts. The entire city was built from scratch, and once completed, it'll put Nigeria alongside other cities that are sustainable, smart cities of the future like Dubai, Singapore, and Monaco. Number 8. Entertainment City. Also known as E-City, Entertainment City is 3.7 square miles of entertainment. Project's still under development, and the first phase opened in 2007, although the initial concept for this mecca of entertainment started in 2002. Entertainment City is in Bay City, Metro Manila in the Philippines, and it sits alongside Asiana City. The official name is Bagong Nayong Filipino Entertainment City, and the amazing building project also features 5 different resort projects. The first resort project to open was the Solaire Resort and Casino, and it will cost an estimated $1.2 billion to build. The second resort city was the City of Dreams, Manila, and with 3 hotels and an iconic fortune egg structure, it came with a price tag of $1.3 billion. The third was the Okada Manila, and it has an expansive indoor beach club. The other 2 projects are the Westside City Resorts World with a combined 1,500 hotel rooms, and Nayong Landing, which will have the Nayong Filipino Cultural Theme Park. All in, Entertainment City is an entertainment and gaming complex that will hopefully help boost the Philippines' tourism industry. Number 7. The World, Dubai. Of course, the World Islands in Dubai was a mega project of epic proportions. The islands were built to mimic the shape of a world map, as seen from an aerial view. The islands range in size from 3.5 to 10.5 acres, and every single island is artificial, which means that they are man-made in effect. The islands were built using sand that was dredged from Dubai's coastal waters. So how much sand does it take to build enough islands to create the world? Well, 321 million cubic meters of sand was moved and used to create this archipelago. But sand alone was not enough, so an additional 386 million tons of rock was also brought in to give the islands their shape and to ensure their structural integrity. And since the World Islands are in the Persian Gulf off the coast of Dubai, they are some of the most beautiful waters around. Access to this water is integral for anyone living there, too. The World Islands created 144 miles of shoreline for people to enjoy. And these islands were developed by Nakheel Properties and was constructed by the same company that built the Palm Islands, which is another set of artificial islands off the coast of Dubai. The World Islands are true to their name. They are 7 sets of islands, each one representing one of the world's continents. Interestingly, though, this will not be the last building megaproject of its kind in Dubai. Sources claim that the universe is coming sometime between 2023 and 2028. The universe will be yet another set of artificial islands, this time in the shape of the Milky Way galaxy, with famous constellations and all. Number 6. The New Silk Road. Once upon a time, an ancient trade route ran between China and the West. This was during the days of the Roman Empire, and it's how Oriental silk made its way over to Europe, and it was an important trade route during that time. Well, the road is being resurrected, so to speak, and building this new route will be one of the biggest mega projects to date. Officially called the Belt and Road Action Plan, it was announced in 2013 by President Xi Jinping and will be a double trade corridor between China and the West, mainly Central Asia, the Middle East, and Europe. The belt portion of the route refers to the land routes and the road portion refers to the maritime routes. The goal is to spark a new era of globalization, and the scope of the project can be a little daunting to wrap your mind around. It will involve building infrastructure in as many as 68 countries, which is more than 30% of the total countries on the planet. The actual price tag is hard to pin down, but to give you a rough idea of the cost, it's in the hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars, with the word trillions appearing from time to time. The new Silk Road will include a wide variety of infrastructure, such as ports, railroads, bridges, airports, dams, railroad tunnels, skyscrapers, and power stations, just to name a few. Needless to say, should this project go through, it will affect trade in a way the world has never seen before. Number 5. Qatar's Lusail City Megaproject. This mega project of Lusail City in Qatar is ambitious, to say the least. Lusail began as a small port city, but once this mega project makeover is complete, Lusail will be one of the most lavish cities in the world. And a makeover as lavish as this comes with a pretty hefty price tag as well. The construction's expected to cost $45 billion. Construction started in 2006, and as this city has undergone its expansion, it will feature 19 different districts for full-time residents, tourists, and working professionals. There will also be 4 artificial islands here called the Kataifan Islands that will be designed with privacy, exclusivity, and luxury in mind. The islands will have residences, green spaces, parks, and of course, waterfront, and lots of it. They will also offer expansive panoramic views of the surrounding water. The city will also have an entertainment city. Entertainment City is an aptly named city and was designed to be a premier tourist destination, with expansive shopping centers, 5-star hotels, and fine dining. Tourists will be able to experience all the best that this upgraded city will have to offer, along with Entertainment City. The Lusail Megaproject also includes the Saif, which is a waterfront development with luxury living, and the Hilton Salwa Beach Resort and Villas, with its own 5-mile-long beachfront. The Lusail Stadium, which can seat upwards of 80,000 sports fans, and the Desert Falls Water and Adventure Park, which will have both slides and rides. And the icing on this mega project cake, the entire city is being built with environmental sustainability in mind. Number 4. Kansai International Airport. The mega project that is the Kansai International Airport was so massive it actually involved building an entire artificial island to put the airport on. This artificial island is in Osaka Bay, and the island is 2.4 by 0.7 miles. The island alone took 5 years to build, and 240 million cubic yards of land were used to create the island. This entire thing sits on support beams. The beams reach down into a 65-foot thick muddy layer and expand down another 131 feet to the rock below. Each column features a calibration system with hydraulic jacks that can adjust the column's positions, given that the mud settles at different levels. Once the island was complete, the airport itself was constructed, as well as the 3-kilometer-long bridge to connect the island to the mainland. The total price for this thing, the bridge and the airport, was $20 billion. But it was money well spent, since the Kansai International Airport is extremely busy now. It is the primary international airport in the Osaka area in Japan, with up to 100,000 passengers passing through every day. The airport's got 42 terminals and a unique architectural design. It was designed to look sort of like a glider. The airport also features 2 terminals, one of which, Terminal 1, is the longest airport terminal in the world. And the airport opened in 1994, and because it's on an island, it runs flights 24 hours a day. Number 3. Dubai Land. Alright, move over Disney World. There's a new massive mega project theme park underway. Dubai Land is currently under construction, and with a price tag of $64 billion, it's been called the most ambitious leisure development ever proposed. Covering an area of 107 square miles, Dubai Land is so big it actually features 45 separate mega projects, as well as 200 sub-projects. Dubai Land is divided into 6 different zones, which are essentially their own theme parks. So Dubai Land is a collection of theme parks within a theme park, or at least that was the original idea. Dubai Land was set to feature 6 zones. These 6 zones are Sports and Outdoor World at 12.7 square miles, Themed Leisure and Vacation World at 11.5 square miles, Attractions and Experience World at 5.4 square miles, Eco-Tourism World at 50 square miles, Retail and Entertainment World at 1.5 square miles, and Downtown at 0.69 square miles. Dubai Land will also feature one of the world's largest hotels with 6,500 rooms, sports venues, science attractions, and health facilities. However, some of the project has been put on hold, and although there's no concrete date for completion, there is some speculation that more of this theme park will open in 2025. But at present, some of this theme park has been built, and although what stands today is a far cry from what was promised, it's still pretty impressive. The Dubai Miracle Garden boasts more than 780,000 square feet, making the largest natural flower garden in the world. And the IMG Worlds of Adventure is currently the largest indoor amusement park in the world, with 5 different themed zones: Marvel, Lost Valley Dinosaur Adventure, Cartoon Network, IMG Boulevard, and the Haunted Hotel. Number 2. The Giant Seawall Project, Jakarta. Jakarta, it's the largest city in Indonesia. It's on the northwest coast of the world's most populous island, Java. It is one of the oldest continually inhabited cities in Southeast Asia, and it's sinking into the sea. So, enter the Giant Seawall Project. This project, or the Great Garuda, as it's also called because it's meant to replicate the form of the mythical bird that is Indonesia's symbol, is a megaproject that serves two purposes. The first is to prevent the city of Jakarta from sinking into the sea. The second is to create an urban city within the seawall. This project composes several components: a coastal development project which includes the seawall, a water reservoir to provide clean water to the city, and the reclaiming of land, which features a new waterfront city within the seawall. The need for the seawall came about in 2007 when the city of Jakarta was hit by catastrophic flooding. Jakarta has always been prone to flooding, especially during monsoon season, because it lies on a flat basin that's only 23 feet above sea level, with 40% of it actually being below sea level. But Jakarta has seen a lot of skyscraper developments in recent years, and these developments have put pressure on the land. The city has also experienced groundwater extraction that is not sustainable, which also puts a lot of pressure on the land. These two factors are causing Jakarta to sink. But to add injury to insult, climate change is causing sea levels to rise. So when the city's sinking is combined with rising seas, the future of Jakarta looks anything but bright. In fact, current estimates claim that by 2050, Jakarta will be entirely submerged underwater. And with a population of 10 million people, it's one of the most densely populated areas in the world. So this is a catastrophic problem waiting to happen. Which is where the Giant Seawall Megaproject comes in. The Giant Seawall Jakarta, also known as the National Capital Integrated Coastal Development Master Plan, will not only protect the city from flooding, but it will also provide the city with some unique infrastructure. The seawall will become the center of urban development and will offer large lagoons inside of it that can buffer the outflow from the 13 rivers found within Jakarta. Jakarta Bay will become a water reservoir capable of providing clean water for the whole city. This giant seawall will have an entire waterfront city too, with green areas and beaches, and the 17 artificial islands will boast both offices and housing. This project comes with a hefty price tag though. It's estimated that the current megaproject will cost, starting out, at $40 billion and will take upwards of 15 years to complete. But given the current state of Jakarta and the imminent environmental threats, few megaprojects are as important or as dire as the Giant Seawall Megaproject. Number 1. Al Maktoum International Airport, Dubai. Dubai's no stranger to record-breaking megaprojects. It is home, after all, to the world's largest man-made island, some of the largest skyscrapers in the world, and the soon-to-be largest amusement park on the planet. So it follows suit that when it comes to massive megaprojects, Dubai holds the top spot on this list. The Al Maktoum International Airport is so massive, it can be hard to wrap your head around how big it actually is. The airport is already open and functioning, and currently sees more than 25 million passengers travel through its terminals every year. But this airport we see today is a far cry from the one that we'll see in the future. The airport plans to expand, and when it's completed, this massive airport will be capable of handling more than 220 million passengers per year and 12 million tons of cargo. The expansion includes 2 phases, with an estimated completion date of 2027, and with a price tag of $32 billion US, the completed airport will feature a massive cargo facility, a city rail network, 2 separate terminals, and 5 parallel Code F runways. These runways will be 2.7 miles in length each, and will be spaced far enough apart that they can provide simultaneous aircraft approaches. In fact, the airport will be able to land up to 4 planes at the same time. Once completed, the Al Maktoum International Airport will be roughly 10 times as big as the Dubai International Airport, covering an area of 108 square miles. Also known as the Dubai World Central, the airport will be the largest airport in the world and one of the largest megaprojects the world has ever seen. That is, until another amazing megaproject comes along. We'll see you tomorrow. Watch our binge-watching playlist if you'd like to watch all of our most popular top 15 videos. Grab a drink, grab a snack, and get ready to binge.